Hey, it's going to be a quick rant today. By now, you've probably heard that the Trump administration is exploring suspending habeas corpus. Go ahead and listen to Dime Store Nosferatu here say it for himself.
Well, the Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not.
Now, I don't pretend to be a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice, but I do know enough to know that habeas corpus is one of those fundamental rights of a citizen of the United States. It is right up there with freedom of religion, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, any of the other amendments to the Constitution that protect our freedoms and liberties. Because what it says in basic terms is the government just cannot grab you off the street and throw your ass in jail for no reason without giving you at least a chance to go in front of a judge to plead your case. I don't care if you're a MAGA conservative or a Bernie Sanders liberal. I don't think any of us want to live in a world where the government can just start snatching people that they don't like, throwing you in jail. And if you're sitting here going, well, hey, they're only looking at like the people who are invading the country from Argentina and other illegals because the courts. Bullshit.
Come on, man.
Because as soon as you let the government start deciding who doesn't have rights and who does, you run the very risk of the next person in charge deciding they don't like the way you think. They don't like the way you pray. They don't like the way you vote. They don't like the fact that you want to buy certain things or go certain places or read certain books or watch certain shows. You can't give up freedom because you just don't like the way a certain policy is being played out. If you give the government the right to easily revoke one of the fundamental bedrock principles of the United States, you are running the risk of never getting it back. I don't care who you are. This should scare the living hell out of you, and you should be on the phone right now calling your congressman and saying, do not do it. Our founders fought a revolution and specifically put it in the Constitution that the government could not just lock you up. Don't give that right up for any reason at any time. And that's the 2-minute truth.